Awesome. I'm going to go ahead and get started. I'd like to first welcome everybody to Partner Webinar Series. And today's webinar is going to be about email and social media, marketing for yourselves and your customers. We're going to talk a little bit about what email marketing is, what it does for your customers or their customers. And then we're going to talk a little bit about the social media aspect of it and why you or your customers should be doing social media as well. We're going to talk about why you should be using both email and social media together in today's world. And then we're going to leave a place at the end for some questions and answers. First, to introduce myself, my name is Desmond Parado. I'm the Partner Training Manager here at Vertical Response. And I just want to let you know that the webinar is going to be recorded. And I'm going to send the slide deck out to everybody who registered. If you have questions, I do welcome any kind of questions you may have. During the whole webinar, if you do have questions, over on the GoToWebinar box, you'll see a place for questions. Just type them in. I'm happy to answer anything. If you have any thoughts that maybe I haven't covered, or you have questions on things that you would like me to cover, just type them in, and I'm happy to address each one at the end. So again, welcome everybody. The webinar should be about a half hour long, and we're going to talk about why social media and email marketing should be a part of every business. So let's go over email marketing a little bit. What is email marketing? Email marketing is described as direct and static communication to current and potential customers. Now, what that means is basically you're going to be communicating. You want to get your word out, your message, your brand, your promotions, all of that. You're trying to reach not only your existing customers, but you want to actually reach out to potential customers as well. I mean, the whole purpose of any kind of marketing campaign is to draw more business. So that's what we're going to try to talk a little bit about, is how you could do that with email marketing as well as social media. So what email marketing does is basically it allows you to maintain your mailing list. And one of the things about email versus social is that you have your list, you have your email addresses all in a list, and it's a lot easier to maintain that with unsubscribes, bounces, things like that. You have easy access to all of that. You do have social media, which has its followers, and you can click on the link for followers, see who's following you. But this actually allows you to maintain your contact and your database a lot easier. It's all going to be in one place. You can export it if you need to, but it allows you to manage the mailing lists that you have. You could take certain individuals and put them on multiple lists. You can remove them from certain lists. You can segment these lists. So it makes it a little bit easier to maintain the data in your Vertical Response account. The other thing it will do is it actually helps to bring in new business, repeat business. It keeps your people who are interested, your customers that are interested, engaged in what you have to offer. If they've bought from you before, sending them a targeted email with a new promotion, something that may have interested them before, you can actually see if they've opened a certain link, clicked to a certain page on your website. It keeps your repeat business coming back through engagement. And when we say engagement, what we are talking about is people who are actually paying attention to what you're sending them. They're opening that email, they're clicking on that link, and you can see everything that they do, and then you can target your business a little bit better. One thing that we have at Vertical Response in the Vertical Response accounts is a segmentation tool. And I've noticed a lot of our customers don't use it as much as they should. But what you can do with that segmentation tool is if you have an email campaign that you send out today and you look at the stats on that and you see that you've got 15-20% open rate, or you could see that certain people have clicked on a specific link, what you can do is you can send a second email campaign to target those people a little bit more. So maybe they're interested in it, maybe you didn't actually do the first time around any kind of promotion, but you know that they're interested, so you can send them maybe a 20% off offer or something like that to kind of generate a little bit more business and keep that engagement. The other thing with email marketing versus social media is that there's 3 times more email accounts than people who have Facebook and Twitter accounts combined. So most people in this day and age will have an email address. And most people, I think, if they're interested in the business and the offers, they're interested in your brand, they don't mind receiving your emails. So you have a larger group of people and a larger database of people that you can communicate with. So email marketing is going to help with that. The other thing I look at is email versus direct mail. Direct mail is great for certain things. If you want to send out a flyer, if you want to send out a postcard, it's really, really great. But there's a cost with that. And the one thing that we found and has been documented is that when you do email only, the ROI, the return on investment on that, is about $2,600 for every $500,000 that you spend. For $210 that you spend versus the $545,000 revenue. So you get a larger revenue with direct mail, but it's not that much larger and the cost is that much more. So the ROI on email only is phenomenal compared to direct mail marketing. The other thing too is it's more personal. When you send out an email directed towards your customers, you have your look, your feel of your brand, your website, and you can customize it to personalize, the first name in there. So, it's going to say, "Hi, Desmond, this is what we have today." You can personalize it a lot more. If they have specific interests or you have specific custom fields in your mailing list that pertain to each and individual customer, say they like t-shirts, and their favorite color is blue, you can direct and make it more personal that way by merging in their interests. And that's really cool too, to make it a little bit more personal. I know a lot of times too, when I've used to receive emails, I still receive emails, basically they would come, "Hey Desmond," and I'm like, oh my god, they know who I am. And also if you're doing transactional emails, I know a lot of times that helps to identify legitimate emails versus spam. A lot of people will delete something or mark it as spam if it just says, "Dear customer." So it's always good to make it a little bit more personal, reach them a little bit more, and it gives them a better experience. And then, as I mentioned, we have a larger ROI than direct mail. Basically it's minimal in cost versus how many people you reach and how many people are actually going to spend money with your business. So let's talk a little bit then about social media and social media marketing. And by far, social media marketing is probably the most cost effective. You can have a Facebook page, a Twitter account, LinkedIn, Pinterest, Foursquare, and all of them are free to sign up. You have Google Plus, they give you their pages as well. And by being on all of those different venues, you're not spending anything on the software itself. All of the cost is going to be for somebody to actually take the time and keep up with all of those. So by far, it's going to be the most cost effective for your marketing. You also get to communicate with your customers in real time, and what that means is that when you post on Facebook or send a tweet, you have somebody who can respond immediately. Your customer sees that almost instantly. If you have anywhere from 1,000 likes on Facebook to 5,000 likes, you generally are going to have somebody who is going to comment on your update, and you can get right in there and easily, quickly communicate back with them, to give them the answers they're looking for, or a lot of times it's just fun. You can also, through social media, you have the option of reaching more people than just the people who are on your Facebook, your Twitter. Um, they will see that they can like your page, they can share the page, they can comment on it, and then if they do all that in their friends' news feeds, they're going to actually see what they did. So, I'm looking at it and I'll see my friend, John over here liked your page. And, sometimes if I'm interested in it, I'll click on that and I'll, go to your page and, I'll like it too. Or they'll see a comment like that, something, basically you have the ability to reach a farther number of people than just the people who are following you. The other thing it does is it creates attention to your business. So creating attention, I think, is what we all try to build. We want more people, we want more customers, we want more money, and the bottom line is, how do you do that? So by using social media, you're going to be able to draw people in that way. As I mentioned before, reaching a customer base that's beyond your direct followers, you're going to be able to create that kind of attention as well. With a little paid advertising through some of these social medias, if you want to extend your post on Facebook, I know you can do it. They have different price points from $5 to $30 and above, and that actually gets your name out in front of a lot more people. So if you have a Facebook page and you post a comment on there or post a status update and you want to boost that post, you have the option to pay for that, and it'll put it in front of more people. You have the ability to share more frequently with more options. And when I say that, what I mean is most people are on their social media more than they're looking at their email these days. So you can update more frequently, and that's good etiquette. You don't want to send somebody 5 emails in one day, but if you post 5 times on Facebook, or send out 5 tweets, or maybe even both, 5 of each, you can post more frequently, and you can have people who retweet it, share it. Basically you have more options available to get your message out. If you're offering a product sale or a sale on services, then you can have different groups on Facebook. You could select different targets, different audiences on Google Plus. There's so many different places that you can post. So maybe certain things you want to post on Twitter, some things you want to post on Facebook. You can kind of organize the different social media outlets to serve your business a little bit better. And then the other thing too is that most people have the Facebook, the Twitter, the Google Plus. They have that on their mobile device, whether it's an iPhone, an Android, iPad, Windows Phone. They have the app there. And most people, when they're out and about or not in front of their computer, they'll open that app and they'll start looking at the newest posts, most frequent posts, and it allows people to see it more frequently as well. So getting into the social media realm is really, really important. And just to kind of give you a little bit of statistics from the bottom right-hand side there, 53% of small businesses are using social media. That number is rising more and more because more people are realizing that they have to be in the game of social media. In today's market, social media is essential for reaching your customers. You have 19% that use Facebook, 15% LinkedIn, 4% Twitter, and then 15% other. The other being Pinterest, Foursquare, Google+. 47% report not using social media for business purposes at all. And again, that is actually, that number is going down too. 88% believe that exposure is the biggest benefit. And personally, I'm one of that 88% because, there's been a lot of different websites that I've gone to that I found through Facebook. One of the ones that I frequent often and I always like is it's a website that sells T-shirts, and they do a daily deal. And I like seeing their T-shirts. They have all kinds of cool designs, and basically, I subscribe to their emails. I subscribe to their Facebook, just so I can see what they're giving away that day. And then 78% of business executives surveyed said social media is critical for success. And that's what I'm going to get into a little on the next slide when I talk about both email and social media together, because that's going to be the key to real success for marketing. So we're going to talk a little bit about the benefits of using both the email and social together. And there's going to be a lot more benefits than what I list here. But if you can think of anything that that you're interested in specifically, or have specific questions, again, ask the questions. I'm happy to answer them. So you have static messaging versus real-time engagement. So you send an email out to your database of email addresses, and they receive it. They see your message. There's not a lot of engagement there unless they're replying to the email saying, hey, I'm really interested, give me more information. Most of the time they're just clicking to your website, which is great. You want them there. That's where they're going to spend money a lot of times. But there's not a lot of engagement. They can forward it to a friend. They have that option, but with social media you also have the real-time communication, the real-time engagement. And that way it gives more of a one-on-one feel with your customers. It allows them to interact with each other as well. You have your share and like on Facebook versus forward to a friend. Forward to a friend is great. People do on occasion forward it to a friend, but sometimes they look at the email, they see if it's something that they're interested in. It's very rare that somebody actually will forward it to a friend unless they say to themselves, oh my God, my friend would just love this offer. They're really interested in this, I know that. But sharing and like it on Facebook makes it easier to have their friends see it. Both will increase total visibility. I mean, you want your emails to get out there in front of people. You want your logo in front of people, and you want everybody to see who you are. With social media, by posting, that does the same thing. So I guess the main goal to getting the most out of your marketing is having as many people see both sides. You may have people on social media. You may have people that that only sign up for emails. You've got two different market areas there that you should be targeting and taking advantage of. The other thing too is you can use one database to increase the other. Basically, on Facebook, you can post, hey, check out our new promotion. Post a link there. Or if you have blog updates, you can automatically feed those blog updates into Facebook or tweet them out through Twitter. And the one thing that helps increase your email database is a sign-up form. So you can say on Facebook, if you like this promotion, sign up for our email. And a lot of people will go and sign up for your email list. That's increasing it. If you have your email that goes out, you have your little link saying, hey, like us on Facebook, or follow us on Twitter. And by using one to increase the other, you're getting the most, and you're building your mailing list. And slowly what's going to happen is you're going to be reaching more and more customers. That one extra customer here, one extra customer there is eventually going to lead to a lot of extra customers. And the biggest reason too is that your competitors are in the email game, they're in the social media game, they're doing it. So in order to keep up with your competitors, you want to build that as well. And one of the good things about Vertical Response that I always promote to all of our customers, we have an amazing support team here that if you aren't sure of what you need to be doing or how to do it, these guys are experts on giving marketing advice. They know all of our best practices. They know how to reach customers. So they could take a look at your email, for example, and say, hey, maybe you should be looking at, XYZ, and, using a call to action. Here, here's a way to, do a better subject line. We also have a lot of white papers on our website under the resources section that's also going to help you understand and learn how to not only do social media and email marketing, but how to do it correctly. There's best practices, there's white papers on writing subject lines, getting users, increasing your database. There's all of these resources that are there for you. So just to give you a little bit of statistics, 93% of marketers do use social media for business. 21% of small businesses plan to increase spending on social media advertising this year. So that number is actually going up. More and more people are spending more and more money boosting their social media campaigns. And then 67% of business-to-customer marketing marketers have generated leads through Facebook. So it's ways to target specific people. Somebody comments on a update that you put out there, and it gives you an idea of what your customers are looking for, what they want from you as a business, and that way you can kind of gear yourself a little bit more towards what your customers are asking. So at this point here, I'm going to open it up for questions. If you have questions, type them into the questions box on the GoToWebinar. And while you're doing that, I'm going to just give you the information real quick for our support. If you have any other questions, maybe you think of something, an hour from now and you say, I wish I would have asked that. You can always contact our support team. Their number is 866-668-9151. Or you could send an email to vip@verticalresponse.com. And if you want to reach me directly, you're always more than welcome to. I'm happy to answer any questions, help you get started. You can reach me at 415-808-6716, or if you want it toll free, 866-683-7842, and I'm at extension 6716. Or just shoot me an email at desmond@verticalresponse.com. So I'm going to go ahead and open it up and see if there's any questions in here. So let's go to the questions here. What is the cost for a social subscription with Vertical Response? And the cost of social subscription is $18 a month. And if you're doing email marketing with your social media, if you're doing the two together, then we give you a 50% discount on that. So it's only $9 a month when you're doing emails as well. Let's see. What do you recommend, one over the other, or more frequently or infrequently? Covered that a little bit, but generally, emails, you want to probably send an email out. Test your market. I always recommend testing. Twice a week for emails is usually pretty good. Some businesses find it more effective if they're not sending out twice a week, if they're doing once a week. Sometimes it's twice a month. I would test your audience, see which kind of engagements you get better rates at. Open rates, if once a month gives you the best open rates, that means people are waiting once a month to read your emails. As far as social media, 5 times a day, maybe more is good. With our social media tool, you can actually plan out a whole month worth of social campaigns, so that you could sit down for 20 minutes. It gives you an algorithm saying, here's what you need in your 30 days, whether it's 2 updates, 3 updates, pictures, questions. It allows you to sit there and plan it out, and it'll automatically post as frequently as you want. What is your deliverability rate? The deliverability rate, just to kind of clarify, is representative of email marketing, and it's the rate that we get to an inbox versus a spam filter or a spam folder. And our deliverability rate here is 98%. So being whitelisted with ISPs like Yahoo, Gmail, Hotmail, AOL, Comcast, Roadrunner, you name it, it allows us to get our emails to an inbox 98% of the time. What does the subscription price include? What features are there with the social? So the subscription price allows you to, you get up to 300 posts a month, and you can have a Facebook account, Twitter account, LinkedIn account all attached. So if you're sending out to all three of those in one campaign or one post, that equals one post. Let's say today I want to send that one message out to just Facebook, and then tomorrow I send that message out to just my Twitter followers. That would be 2 posts. But if I do them both today at the same time, that still only counts as 1. There's a lot of different features that you get, and I don't want to go over all of them, but some of the main ones that I love are the suggested content. So if you're not sure what to post, we have all kinds of RSS feeds in there that will allow you to choose by industry to see the different types of blog feeds and social feeds. It'll allow you to choose which one you want. It gives you a quick place to look at that. We have a coupon feature in there, which is pretty cool. It allows you to take coupons, post them to Facebook, allow people to print them, things like that. One of the cool things about that is that you can create a social gate where, in order to get that coupon on Facebook, they have to like your page. So that's a pretty good thing for businesses. And then we also have a little clip it tool as well. It allows you to, if you're on a page, you can clip it and save it to post later in your social, or you can post it right then and there. And then finally, it's just a one-stop shop. So you can see all of the comments that people make, all the tweets that people respond to, and it gives you one place to respond to everything. It gives you a calendar and shows you who's commented, and you can just go in there and reply to everything all at the same place. Is there any other questions? All right. Well, that looks like it. That's it. If you have any questions later on, feel free to email me. I am happy to address anything that you have. Thanks everybody for attending. I appreciate it, and I look forward to presenting the next time. Thanks so much.